Hello, Sacred Souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is healing from a long-standing cultural pattern, meaning like through our lineage, of revenge and retaliation out of hurt. That's sort of the shortest description, and I will go into the details and explain how it came to me. Basically, since last night, I've had a lot of purging going on. I've had a lot of dreams. When I meditated, I was shown some stuff and I had some downloads, and I've had other signs. So a lot of stuff has been happening. So I have a whole bunch of components to all of this. And I think I'm going to start with like explaining my little notes that I wrote down. But basically one of my dreams, and I don't have that over there. That's just a quick thing. Like one of the dreams that I had last night was about how we are dealing with the ultimate evil, which is basically the ultimate evil that also nailed Jesus to the cross. And I did actually find, and I just put it in this skull shot glass to represent dark and evil. I have this charcoal that is shaped like one of those old pioneer nails. You know, when the nails didn't actually have a round head, but they were folded over at the top. So they kind of looked like that. And I feel like it really looks like that. So, actually, while I'm talking about it, I might as well. And I feel that is connected to the infection. So basically any astral infection, if it lingers in the body without us getting rid of it properly, can turn into a 3D infection. Like it can start manifesting in the body as an infection as well, right? So I'm going to put this nail of the ultimate evil into the mayo representing the infection, the astral infection that may have already manifested as a 3D infection in your body somewhere. Yeah, so that's one component of what we're doing tonight. The yellow candle is the continuation of what we did yesterday and the day before, of healing from envy, jealousy, and insecurities that basically are rooted in, you know, feeling rejected, like comes out of a fear of rejection or abandonment and not receiving unconditional love and acceptance, right? So, what came to me when I meditated, and I'm sorry, I totally scribbled this for myself, but I just kind of want to still show you. So, I was brought to a Celtic longhouse, and the Alemannic people, or peoples, I think there were different tribes, were the Celtic ancestors of southern Germany and German-speaking Switzerland, right? So, like, that's my cultural background. And then it brought me to a scene of, like, 25, 30 almost years ago, when my Canadian ex, who I immigrated to Canada for, when he came to visit me in Germany, we went to the carnival, which is a tradition there in the springtime to scare winter away so that spring can come. It's similar to Halloween here. People dress up in costumes, but there are also like traditional carnival groups where they basically have one, like each group has their own kind of costume. So they're like witches and devils and harlequins and stuff, right? Anyhow, so like that ex was my first big love who completely shattered my heart. And at that time in that relationship, that was very karmic. It was very strong love, but we were very karmic and both came from broken homes, or like dysfunctional homes, let's say, where we didn't learn proper ways of interacting with each other in a healthier way. So like a lot of it was based on revenge and retaliation and all of that. And I realized then, and that was more sort of an clear, cognizant knowing, that that was also a cultural pattern, like in my past, like the Celtic people or peoples. Also, like, for example, if you watch any of those movies that show like the Celtic peoples, or I think in many cultures it was like that. It was like an eye for an eye, right? They would like retaliate and seek revenge. If one tribe did something against another, then they ended up at war with each other, and they would take any prisoners that they took became slaves in the other tribe, and so on, right? So there was also slavery back then, and that was pagan, like pre-Christian. They did have honor and pride, but like this one I wrote for myself more. It's like not like the real forgiveness that would lead to peace and the end of that toxic pattern, right? And hold on, underlying rivalry. Oh yes, and like when I think about where I grew up in a small village outside of a big city, right? In southern Germany. And there, like the villages were also kind of against each other, sort of more in a joking, teasing kind of way at that point. Like, for example, my village and the neighboring village, they were administratively speaking, one community. But they would joke about each other as being, oh yeah, people from this village are blah, blah, blah. And then people from that other village would retaliate with other jokes about the other villagers being stupid or whatever, right? So it was like that bantering, but they would sit together and drink together and stuff. So like they had overcome a lot of that already, but it was still sort of underlying in the culture in a sense that was kept in the humor. And also like outsiders were not usually trusted and let in easily. Like they would need a lot of time there to, you know, be accepted. They were treated with suspicion. So that was a sign of closed-mindedness, closed hearts, not open, like to experience new things, explore the world, etc. Right? So, for example, my parents were from a city in a different area and moved there, and they wanted to raise their kids in a village rather than in a city because they felt it was better. And it took them a long time to make friends, and the friends they made were also people who had moved there and weren't like from the original families from there. Now, since I grew up there, I played with some of the kids of those original ones, but we were, like, the term was Reichschmeckte, which is basically someone who joined in, who sort of got the taste for it, but it's just in German the word taste works in this context, but in English it doesn't really, sorry. It's just I'm lacking the right translation here. But it's sort of someone who joined in but is not originally from there, right? Anyhow, you get the point. So, and there's also a proverb that says a farmer doesn't eat what he doesn't know, or what they don't know, I guess, in more modern words. So it's that whole thing of not trusting anything that's different. So that's like closed-mindedness, right? Like not, like it basically not being tolerant and not being open-hearted and accepting. So, and I think it was like that in a lot of places around the world, especially like smaller places. And a lot of us have to heal from that because even if we're not like that and we're not even consciously like that, there's something that gets culturally passed down to us and through our lineage that still needs healing, that is sort of at our core. And that is sort of that low vibrational, even like in the family, that low vibrational kind of love that's lashing out when hurt, right? So I think that's very, very important, that we need to heal that. And yeah, so this brought me to that. So this is a piece of charcoal that I put inside white modeling clay to represent our core. So that dark cultural inheritance is in our core, if we like it or not, but there is a part of it in us. And especially as modern people, it's like we can be so open-minded and so accepting in so many ways, but when we really, really, really get to the core of it, there might still be something there, right? So to fully remove that, so that we can be fully and completely open and accepting towards anyone, we need to remove that, right? Because that can stop us. So I actually, to honor my ancestors, I have a very cool Celtic ceremonial knife that I'm going to use to cut out the charcoal. I mean, it's actually pretty loose in there. I don't have to cut much, but symbolically speaking, right? Then I'm going to put the white modeling clay that I prepared here to fill the hole with love and light. Then I also found a hook today, so there's some kind of hook in there, and I'm actually just going to add that in there as well, just to pull that out after, here just a little bit, to pull out the hook later as well, because astral hooks can also really affect us in our energy field, right? Then the bear, like I had two signs about a bear. One is yesterday when I typed bear with me, I wanted to spell it like the bear first. And then today when I ordered something on Etsy, it says bear with us while we prepare your order. So, and I realized we're actually going to have the bear help us. And of course, also this one almost came falling out when I opened my little cabinet where I have my spiritual stuff. And I feel like this is like a pipe. It looks like a pipe, but it's so like prehistoric in a sense, right? So that we can ask all of our ancestors going back to, all the way back to prehistoric times, to come and help us with this, right? Then I opened the drawer where I keep my cutlery and poked myself with this. And every time in the past when I've poked myself, I ended up being injected with astral poison. And I've already kind of pulled it out, but we're going to do that again for the ceremony. Then I also had a dream last night that my... sorry, I'm totally drawing a blank right now. It's like almost 4 in the morning right now. My evil eye bracelet broke in my dream. Like, this is the bracelet, so it's not actually broken, but it's a sign that somehow they broke through the protection, right? And some more of the soil, like from the 4 elements, from the earth, that fell down again a second time, right? So like there's definitely still a disturbance, and I actually cleansed the space really well when I got home because the energy felt very dense and heavy. So like that's pretty much cleared, but the ceremony will help finish all of that. And then I just have the brush to finish brushing off stuff if needed, and the rattle. Oh yes, and I added a Jesus candle here because we're going to need his help, or ask for his help, to heal from all that darkness and evil that actually also killed him and that we're dealing with that we need to overcome in our ascension process. Okay. And yeah, I think that's about it. Okay. I wonder if Jesus also his soul still needs a healing from being sacrificed, but I think that's probably okay. Okay, anyway, so let's get started. I'm gonna smudge. Please cleanse and renew all of our energies and take away anything dark, evil, and low vibrational, and flood us with massive amounts of love and light from the divine. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Okay. Let's get started. Dear Creator, higher power, source and soul energy, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, dear Mother Earth, all of our ancestors going back to prehistoric times who are in the light, and I'm specifying this just in case maybe not all of them came through in past ceremonies, because for this one we really, really, really need your help, please and thank you. And Great Spirit of the Bear, we would love to get your help for this one too, please. And Yeshua Sananda, also known as Jesus, if we could please get your help. I know you're part of my spirit team anyway, and probably that of many of you, but I want to specifically call him in as well. And Great Spirit of the Fire, and the other three elements, air, earth, and water. Please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, banishings, and protections with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. Okay. So, we ask for your very, very strong help in healing from and fully and completely banishing out of our lives any and all evil, the ultimate evil that has infected our lives, actually the lives of pretty much everyone on this planet, because evil rules every aspect of society and so on, right? We ask that you pull out the evil nail representing the evil nails that also killed Jesus. And if Jesus's soul still needs any healing with that, we ask for that at the same time. But first and foremost, we ask for your help, please, to help all of us get rid of this ultimate evil that has infected and infested our lives, and that has been festering in our astral, in our energy field as an astral infection, and in some cases has taken hold and has manifested in an actual physical infection. Let all of that now be removed from our lives. Okay, I'm going to finish emptying this, and I'm going to flush all of that down the toilet after. But let all of that be removed from our energy field, from our body, mind, spirit, soul energy field, karmically and culturally. Let our whole lineage be cleansed and cleared from that. Let it be cast into the light for healing and transmutation, and be returned to source energy for reintegration all across the galaxies and universe, split into a million tiny little particles, never to reunite again. Oh. And let all that darkness, all that evil be cut out of our core and be fully and completely removed from us. There's a bit more. Whoops. Oh, they fell down. And let me just see if I can... See, I actually put wax at the bottom so it wouldn't slide around. One sec. Can I shake them out? Okay, I'm going to have to operate that out after. Just trust me that I will remove it out of the jar and get the last pieces. But let's pull out the hook as well. I won't flush that down, I promise. And the charcoal, I'm going to break into tiny pieces or throw it in the next fire. I'll see what I feel called to do. But let this dark hole that the evil left behind in our core be filled by pure love and light from the divine. And let us, and all the way into our core, be pure divine essence, now and forever. Whoa. Oh yeah. Oh, that was it. Excuse me. Give me a sec. That dark stuff is coming out. Oh yeah. Let us be fully and completely healed. From the darkness, throughout all of time and space, throughout all lifetimes, timelines, parallel and alternate realms, realities, multi and universes, and any and all other aspects that affect us in this lifetime, as well as our whole cultural lineages. They shall all be fully and completely cleansed and healed from this, so that from this moment moving forward, no one shall continue this toxic evil pattern. And we're going to pull out any and all remaining toxins and poisons from our body, mind, spirit, soul, energy field, and any and all karmic aspects. Give me 1 second. I usually like to do 4 pulls. I hope I still have enough in there. Give me 1 sec. Number 2. Oh, that sounds like something else. Sorry. That was not my intention. Although, that's how some of the purging happens. Okay, so the second pull. Now the third. Gross. And the fourth one. 1 second, let me shake it. Okay. Okay, we're free from that toxic evil poison in our system. And let any residue be brushed away. And our energy field be restored. Put a massive golden bubble as a 12D shield all around us, and massively shield and protect us. And fill any holes, cracks, and tears in our energy field, and let us be fully and completely 100%, strongly safe, shielded, and protected by the highest divine authority and power, so that no more evil eye can get through to us, and that envy and jealousy and revenge and retaliation and all those toxic evil patterns and vicious cycles are now fully and completely closed and removed from us, from our lives, our lineages. And I'm going to repeat it once more throughout all of time and space, throughout all lifetimes, timelines, parallel and alternate realms, realities, multi and universes, and any and all other aspects that affect us in this lifetime. And so it is. All my relations, all our relations. Ooh. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's it. We are done. Oh. Let this ceremony now be finished, and accept our love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us strongly safe, shielded, and protected. And so it is. All my relations, all our relations. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching and being a part of the ceremony and working on your own healing. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'm also sending you lots of love and light, many blessings, and be well until next time. Bye.